Hello everyone, this is Christine with Crafts and welcome to day 2 of the 13 days of Halloween cards series. So today we are using a stamp from CC Designs. It is Mummy Monkey. I'm not sure if he's available. If he is, I'll link him below. But again, if you don't have this stamp, you can still make the same sort of card using the supplies that you have in your craft room. So first I cut down the main card panel out of some white cardstock, and I'm going to be doing some ink splatters. So I'm using mustard seed spiced marmalade and peeled paint. I have some water brushes here, so I'm just adding a little bit of water to each of the distress colors, adding some of the ink to this water brush, and then just kind of hitting it against my finger to make lots and lots and lots of splatters. And then I'm just kind of pressing the water that is in the brush through the brush tip to clean it. So I have the first one done. I decided to try to use a thicker brush to see if I would get some thicker dots. I didn't find that it really did anything different than the smaller brush. So I don't think I would pull out different size brushes if I were. I will probably do this again, but the next time I do it. And you see, like, I got a little splatter there when I moved one of my pens earlier. It went across the card and smeared that ink. But that's okay, because that's where my image is going, so no one is even going to know. Drying it a little bit with my heat gun, and we're going to go ahead and put that aside. And we're going to color our little mummy monkey. So I'm just kind of getting some different grays and a couple different browns out. Put a little pink in his ears. Didn't really matter though, because the browns I chose, I used E15 and I think E18. They were kind of darker, so that pink didn't even show up. So I'm just trying to find all the little places of the monkey that would not be in all that mummy wrap. So it's kind of why the coloring's a little all over the place at first, like trying to figure out where all those little bits are. And then I'm just using this darker brown color just to add a little bit of shading where the wrapping meets his monkey body. Now I'm using some C3, just adding a little bit where the lines are on his wrapping. And then I am going to grab a little bit of a darker gray. This is C5. And we're going to just go over some of those areas again. When you stamp it out, it's kind of got like these little lines, kind of where the wrapping would be bunched up a little bit. And then I'm just smoothing that out again with some C3. And that is all the coloring I'm going to do on our monkey. So here is my card base. This is some MFT cardstock. I'll try to look it up. I think it's just the Kraft color, but if there's a different color, I'll put the name of that in the description below. So I'm going to add my splattered background, and then from some pattern paper, I made a frame. I want that frame to be popped up just a little bit, so I am adding some foam tape to the back. The foam tape I buy is from Amazon, and I think it's 3/4 inch. It's kind of thick, so I always have to like cut it in half and cut it down, but it's less expensive than the thinner foam tape. And I'll link it below. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my frame, make sure to line that up with my splattered cardstock. Pop up our monkey right there in the middle. So here I'm thinking I'm going to put like a little banner on the bottom, but I don't have any Halloween sentiments that are small, so I had to go on to plan B, which is just add the sentiment to the inside of the card. So the front of the card will have no other sentiment, and I'm using this Happy Halloween stamp from the stamp set Trick or Treat from Simon Says Stamp. I used to have 2 Happy Halloween sentiments. I have recently misplaced one. I think I might have accidentally thrown it away because I can't find it. Anyway, so adding this panel here to the inside of my card, and then I decide I need to add a little bit of something to the front of this card. So I'm grabbing my clear Wink of Stella and I'm adding that to all of his little mummy wrappings. And it seemed to take a long time because I was having some trouble with this pen, or at least I thought. In the lighting, I was having a hard time seeing if it was even putting any sparkle on there. But later that day, after it had dried, at this point I'm convinced it's not doing anything. But later, when I saw the card, when I picked the card back up when it was all dry, there was a lot of sparkle and shine on it. Then I decide I need to add some Nuvo drops. So I will list the colors I used below, but I wanted them to kind of mimic the distress ink that I used. So just kind of going around some of the ink droplets that smeared a little bit, I'm adding the Nuvo drops over the top of those. And then just kind of randomly adding a few here and there. So one is a green color, the other is obviously an orange color, and then this is just a clear glitter Nuvo drop. So I'll have the actual names in the description below. That's it, guys. That's day 2 of our 13 days of Halloween cards. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more and you're not already, hit that subscribe button. But until next time, bye.